Hi everyone, it's Francine. This is a video tutorial for Splitcoaststampers. Today I want to show you how to create an outer space background. First, I secured a watercolor panel to a wood board with painter's tape because this helps reduce warping. Then I applied clear water to the center of the panel, but I left white borders all around. Next I added some colors. I chose blue, pink and black, but you can also use other colors instead of pink or red. For example, you can mix black, blue and yellow, or orange, or all colors together. I applied the colors randomly and I left the wash flow. I just blended a little bit where the colors meet. By the way, you don't need watercolors for this technique. You can also use distress inks or water-soluble neocolors to achieve exactly the same look. I absorbed the excess of water with my brush and then with a paper towel. I used a heat gun to dry the panel because I didn't want to wait, and with a heat gun it goes faster. But if you want, you can also let it air dry. But it's really important to let it dry before adding a new layer. So I added some more layers of washes. I repeated the last steps until I was happy with the night sky. For this project I wanted a darker sky, so I added more layers and also more black. But you can create a lighter sky, it's up to you. Next I colored my background with a Wink of Stella clear glitter pen. It adds a nice layer of shimmer and it looks like a real galaxy with thousands of stars. To create the stars, I mixed white acrylic paint with water. I pick up some paint with a brush and I made tiny splatters over the panel. You can also flick the paint with an old toothbrush or even use a spray to achieve the same result. For this card, I used a rocket stamp that I found in the Blast Off stamp set from the Alleyway Stamps. I decided to color my image with Copic markers. This is also why I stamped the image with black hybrid ink from MFT. And I must say that this ink works perfectly with alcohol markers. It gives a nice and crisp image and it doesn't smear at all. But if you don't have this ink, you can also use black memento ink. After I had colored the image, I fussy cut it. And then I ran a black marker around it to hide the white bits. Finally, I stamped a sentiment. It's also from the Alleyway stamp. First, I pounced an anti-static powder tool over the background. Then I stamped it with Versamark and I heat embossed it with white embossing powder. I chose embossing powder instead of white pigment ink because with white embossing powder, the sentiment pops more against the dark background. To finish off my card, I fixed the watercolored background panel to a top-folded card base. I glued it down with a runner tape, but if your paper is not perfectly flat, it's maybe better to use score tape. Finally, I fixed the rocket with foam pads. So, that's the end. I hope you've enjoyed this technique. Give it a try and have fun. Thanks so much for watching.